Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining.
Alright, welcome everyone. This is the Amateur Dota 2 League Season 6. This is the North American entry-level league. We have here Warlocks of the Beach versus Vendeta Gaming. Warlock has a stand-in for Kalina. Sergio 6. I'm just throwing up names here that I don't even know how to pronounce properly. Sergio 6 is a stand-in for Kalina, and on the Vendeta's team, But Stallion is a stand-in for something Christmas that I don't even know how to read, and that's it. I think that's the only stand-in they have. I'm not sure why the Fiend is listed as stand-in. He is listed as part of a team member on the official team. And for Bogolo, it's the same thing. He's listed on the webpage as a proper team member, but here it says a stand-in. So we'll move on from that to the banning phase. The first and second ban coming up from the Radiant team is Axe and Augur.
5 seconds
and we have a first ban on Viper from Team Vendeta. They will be going into their second ban right now. Viper, of course, being one of the top heroes to pick right now, to ban right now. Actually, we've been seeing it being banned out almost every game. And the second ban now coming up for Vendeta will be Witch Doctor. Axe is also another hero that is very often picked or banned. First pick coming out from Warlock of the Beach will be Lycan. And as far as a little research that I've done would be Legit Harry is the main carry for Warlock of the Beach. Rubin is the mid or second position. Chowser is the offlane third position, and then Kalina and the stand-in Sergio might be the support along with Boogaloo, but then again they might have switched positions because of the stand-in, so I'm not too sure of that. As we are waiting for Vendeta's double pick right now, we'll talk a little bit about what I saw just now in one of the pub games that Vendeta was playing. The Wizard of None is definitely a support. Saw some people chatting on his page saying he's a great support, and as far as I know, Idani is a carry, a solo mid carry, a mid carry if I'm not mistaken, and Get Wrecked is also a carry. The double pick coming up for Team Vendeta is first one would be Nature's Prophet and a Crystal Maiden. That is likely a Wizards of None hero, but an interesting pickup right there. Nothing much showing. Probably just to counter the push coming up from Lycan, you take away the Nature's Prophet instead of giving Nature's Prophet away to Warlock of the Beach 2. Then you'll be dealing with a lot of rat Tilda right there.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
As far as I know, the first game of the league. Okay, second pick coming up from Warlock is now Enchantress, which is definitely does support the pushing game, and of course if it controls the neutral cram well enough, it is a very powerful ganking hero. Third ban coming out from Team Warlock of the Beach would be the Legion Commander. And as I was saying before, Vendeta Gaming drew their last match in a best of 2. It was like 1-1, and for Warlock of the Beach they won 2-0. That is if I'm not mistaken, and I did not misunderstand the result written on the webpage. Now we go to third ban for Vendeta Gaming.
Reserve time.
Let's just wait patiently for the third ban. because Lycan is always an early pick, and if you don't get to pick him early, he's usually the ban out or being picked by your opponent. And but of course, the bad thing about picking the Lycan deck early or your core carry deck early in the game is that people sort of can predict your game plan. It's similar to how you usually don't first pick Invoker unless they really make him to a level where everyone has to either ban him or first pick Invoker. That would be an interesting time to watch Invokers. Okay, third ban coming out from Team Vendeta would be Huskar. Also a very powerful hero after the recent patch that allows him to continue to lifesteal while throwing his flaming spear. I don't exactly remember the name of the spell.
Reserve time.
Fourth ban coming up, Void.
Dire team
Faceless Void by Team Warlock. Also another hero that can just go crazily, just go big, be after a set amount of farm, and even when you try to shut him down, he just needs to use a few Chronosphere, get some kills here and there, and suddenly he's back in the game. He's getting big, he's getting out of control. Similar hero to like things like Medusa, even Troll Warlock. Troll Overlord, is that his name right now? I don't even know what they changed the name to, but that is also a hero that can just farm and get extremely big and extremely difficult to deal with. Fourth ban coming up from Vendeta Gaming will be Wraith King, and now they'll proceed to their third pick, which will be Razor, and likely a mid Razor. It's still pretty hard to say right now. It could be a safe lane Razor, it could be a mid Razor, but definitely that shuts up certain options to go for mid. You would not want to pick an OD and go mid against a Razor right now, especially since they picked the Razor. Now the third pick, we'll wait the third pick from Team Warlock.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
They both have really cool team badges or emblems, whatever you call them. Vengeful Spirit being picked up by Warlock. And now we go to the fourth pick for Vendetta. It certainly looks like Team Warlock is going for the just crazy push style, just VS Aura buffing all the creeps, and then with Howl buffing the creeps even further. It's just an insane amount of push right there. Fourth pick picked up Bloodseeker. Definitely a hero to deal with Lycan. You can't run that fast. Okay, a mid hero coming out right there. Tinker picked up by the Warlock. As we move to the fifth ban for both Vendetta Gaming and Warlock right now. Bloodseeker being picked up as a fourth pick. That more or less you could guess the lane right now. Though Razor and Bloodseeker could switch the mid and safe lane. Nature's Prophet would likely go down the hot lane, while CM support on the top, and we're likely seeing a fifth pick on their support right there. But they ban out the Tiny. It's interesting that they ban out the Tiny considering the lineup that Warlock is going towards. This looks like an extremely obvious, just crazy push, don't want to fight kind of lineup. So Tiny feels like the hero that would go more on the offensive and just fight, but I'm not sure. I haven't actually watched these teams play, so it might be a respect ban from one of the players. It's really hard to tell. And this is Dota after all, everything is unpredictable. Even now we've seen like heroes like Shadow Fiend being played as utility mid heroes, going for the Mekar and then Bling Dagger Mekar, and I haven't saw it as a pipe before, which is really weird. Like, but that's how they like to play it now. We saw especially in the Dota Asian qualifier the SF going just mid and dominating the lane, then going into a fast mechanism instead of waiting for one of the off lanes or the support to get the mechanism. They get the mechanism early and then they just push like crazy. Fifth ban coming up here is Reaver from Team Warlock, and now the fifth pick, we will be looking at the fifth pick from Vendeta. It will be Phantom Assassin.
Radiant team.
That is interesting. Phantom Assassin being picked up by Vendeta, so I guess the PA will be going mid. I still don't know, honestly. The three of them, Razor, Bloodseeker and Phantom Assassin, could switch the mid and the top, but I guess only Razor and potentially Bloodseeker could go off lane. Nature's Prophet likely going into a support utility role right here, and definitely Crystal Maiden, no questions asked, still 5th position.
Remaining.
Unless Vendeta really want to throw the CM to mid. Timbersaw being picked up, that's pretty, it's quite clear what we have here. A mid lane Tinker, a off lane Timbersaw, a carry Lycan, and a support, like I say, to support the jungler, and an in lane support from the VS right there. We have here the position 1, or at least from what I guess, a position 1. Oh, they switched position 1.
Prepare for battle.
They picked up here Vendeta, Team Vendeta. We have Razor, Adeni on Razor, and then up here we have Budstalin on the SF, and we have the Fiend on the Bloodseeker. As expected, Wizards of None on the Crystal Maiden, and PA is Get Wrecked on the PA. Right here we have Senjor 6, the stand-in as the Enchantress, Lycan, Legit Harry as the Lycan, Arubin as the Tinker, VS here is being played by Bugalore, and Chowser, the offlaner, on the Timbersaw. Both single person there challenging for the rune. I really love the addition where, well, this might be first blood right here. Stun coming up there, laser follow up, first blood goes towards Vengeful Spirit, and Team Warlock takes first blood right there. As I was saying, I really love this bounty runes addition from Ice Frog. They really make early aggression like first blood, and people are just challenged for the runes, and first blood is just given away so often. And it's really nice. That's what you want to see in Dota. That's what you want to watch. Just gangs, wars, and people dying. But there you go. First blood going the way of Team Warlock of the Beach, and Lycan and VS in lane, Enchantress in the jungle as expected. And PA going on to the off lane, while Razor will take on Tinker in mid. As of the top lane, the Furion will go into the jungle, and we have Bloodseeker and CM in lane against a Timbersaw. Not exactly the easiest thing to kill right here. I do assume that the PA is probably in the most danger. If the Enchantress can gather a significant amount of creeps, and it could put them in a bad position, so to say. Razor here seem to be having a really good time against the Tinker, but pushing the lane a little bit too close to the tower. Not the best lane control you see, but
pull roots and run.
We'll see how it goes here. Diving in for the PA, but really not too much of a dive. Just trying to push him away, as far away. No pulls coming out from the Enchantress, surprisingly. No early warding or anything right there, and there you go, a Razor being brought down by the Tinker. Extremely close match right there. That is really bad for the Razor. He must have been trapped or something that he couldn't run away. I would expect a Razor to be able to just run away from a Tinker pretty fast, but the burst damage coming up from a Tinker isn't something to be underestimated per se. We have a DD rune right here, potentially a kill on the PA if they manage to pull this further away from the tower, which doesn't look like that. It looks like a creep will be pushing it all the way in, so Huntress will have the DD to farm up in his jungle. And here Razor once again on the harassing lane. Tinker not in the position to fight right here, but Razor will pursue. He will, however, Tinker will pick up the bounty rune and may turn around and fight right here. More skills being thrown up right there. A laser and the missile is ready, but not enough damage to bring the Razor down, definitely. PA actually controlling the lane pretty well, though not getting any farm. He is getting a reasonable amount of experience compared to the Timbersaw. They are pretty close, but Timbersaw is having like just a nice day farming straight away. Not in danger, it's only a dual lane. He can farm pretty safely, and his skill build is in the sense that he will be able to just have a nice day in lane right there. But Tinker having the upper hand right now because of that one kill, though slightly low on the creep. Lycan having a good day farming, but Bloodseeker is also having a really good time farming right there. Here, that is a bad decision right there from Tinker, trying to get up there on him. Probably should have rocket first, but I don't think he had enough mana. Oh, I can't see anyway. But I get the idea. He wanted to walk up there, get a laser off, and then probably take a few hits before launching the rocket, because his rocket is only level 2. He is level 2. Should be able to do enough damage, but almost getting the kill right there. PA still struggling with only 3 crit kills. That's the same with the CM on the top lane actually. Illusion room coming up right there. We may be looking at a gang right here on the PA as the Wolves comes out, Howl comes out, negative damage, magic missile on the stun, and PA will go down right there to the VS once again.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
More harassment coming up on Razor onto the Tinker, as the Tinker will have to run now and bottle up as much as possible. I don't think the rune is still there, so oh yeah, Furin picked up the illusion rune right there. Timbersaw still quite pretty good off lane. He's no fear of his life as of now. Still two of them until Bloodseeker gets his ultimate up. Timbersaw really has nothing much to worry about. Oh. This mid lane is turning out to be a really interesting lane as Tinker constantly overstays in the lane. No Border Crow coming up from him too.
Radiant's middle tower is under
There's
attack.
now 2 for each, I believe. Oh no, it's Razor killed Tinker twice and died once to Tinker, and the other time was to the first blood trying to get the bounty route. And right now you can see Razor is also trying to stay here for a little bit long. And Tinker already get his BOT? No, it's not a BOT, it's just a launch right there onto the Furion, magic missile onto the PA, and the net coming out from the Enchantress. Both of them will go down. And that would help the Tinker get back into the form that he wants to be in. Razor here in big danger if Tinker is able to catch him. A missile and a laser would definitely bring him down, but the cover of the tree would protect him, and he would come out right now. He would come out right now, and magic missile, not enough mana right there, and he will go down to the homing missile from Tinker. Tinker getting again the upper hand, 3 kills. PA now coming onto the mid lane, switching lane. Razor might be just trying to stay in the lane until Razor comes back up. But as you can see, Lycan having a good day, having the whole lane to himself. Timbersaw is already at 6. Well, there you go, a kill engagement onto the CM. He will bring the CM down, but he might pay with his life right here on a silent, and yes, he will go down to the Bloodseeker silence. There was really no way out from him, just being a little bit greedy, engaging there into the CM, gets the kill, but he will pay with his life, and a mid engagement here. They're looking to engage on the Tinker, but there's really just no support. Probably the Furion can TP in, but he's just right under the tower. Dive here onto the Razor, who will stay and will die, go down to the ultimate from the Enchantress.
Missing top.
Wizards continue to dominate this game. Enchantress turning from a jungler to the leading and last hit, and of course Lycan right behind. Bloodseeker picking back up right after he brought down Timbersaur. That's definitely a important move right there, but Timbersaur is just, well, he has his funds for the arcane boot right now. Oh, Lycan pawning the Nature's Prophet right there. And in mid lane, Tinker bringing down the PA. God, I'm good at missing kills. Razor here chasing the Vengeful Spirit. A skill from the Razor might be enough to bring the Vengeful Spirit down. Yes, it will be enough. Oh, the Vengeful turned to stun and was killed by his third skill. But the Enchantress here coming back again to bring the Razor back down, and Razor will pay his life. At top though, he must have used his ultimate. Yes, he used his ultimate to get a kill on the Timbersaur, the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker now one kill and an assist. But Tinker may be able to bring him down, and not being able to come in lane. He's just too fast. Oh, the homing missile will hit though, and he will go down. PA now taking the mid lane instead of Razor. Razor now goes switching up to the bottom lane. Probably a much better crit clearer in this early period of the match, so definitely we want him down there. Timbersaur has disconnected from the game. There's some really aggressive and pushing play coming out from Team Wizards. Alright, Timbersaur is back and we will continue this game as Enchantress. A teleport in from the Furion there and potential engagement onto the... Oh, he might pay with his life. I'm not really sure what he was doing right there, but he will go down to the Vengeful Spirit.
This guy despises the look of you.
I'm not sure what he was planning to do, whether it was miscommunication or something, but... Not the smartest thing to TP right behind the tower. An engagement here into the Bloodseeker as Timbersaur come right back in, and Vengeful Spirit once again getting the kill. He is now 4 kills. Lycan now switching to the mid lane, trying to push this lane. Enchantress being caught up with the Razor, stealing a lot of damage right here. But really the heal is just... Razor just can't deal with the amount of heal and slow coming out from the Enchantress, and she might even turn this around.
Dire's middle tower.
No Furion to TP in for you to get this one, but once again, Chrysomadian going down at top to the Timbersaur and Vengeful Spirit combination. A lot of burst damage coming out from Timbersaur. And Lycan here trying to push the middle lane down. He already has a BOT and a Vermius offering.
Under attack.
Not sure what he's working towards next, but looking at how the game's going, he might just want to work towards a fast necro book and end this game as soon as possible. Tinker is now dominating, especially based on his levers. He's just really high on lever right now because of the amount of kills he has been enjoying. We have here a Lycan clearing a creep, continuing his mid push onto the middle tower. 3 heroes TP top, probably wanting to try to defend this top lane. Tinker coming right back here, and a missile and a laser, and PA will go down. Too much burst damage coming up from all these from Tinker, and all these heroes are just low HP, and they just really can't deal with the amount of damage coming up from Tinker right now, especially since he's dominating the level count. I believe, yes, he is like a level 2 above most of the carries. Only Razor is having the same carry. And now they will TP in and defend this. Crystal Maiden will go right down to a laser missile combination with the Timbersaw. Timbersaw engaging aggressively, trying to bring down the Razor. But Bloodseeker throws out the ultimate onto the Timbersaw, who doesn't care and just continues to walk about. More burst damage coming out there, but not enough to bring down the Bloodseeker, and Furion TPing in to prevent the Lycan from chasing him too much. But the push will continue on the top tower as 4 heroes are gathered right here, with Furion being alone. PA continues to farm as much as possible in the mid lane. Furion want to push this lane far out as possible without getting caught. Almost right there. A swap would have just catch him, and then he would be in really big trouble. As you can see right there, the Tinker, instead of a pusher, he's now like a just TP ganker, just bursting out a lot of damage right there. But he might go down here to the Razor, who has chain link, right, stealing a lot of damage coming up from him, but the laser is being reserved to make sure to confirm his survivor, just in case he could throw the Razor for 100% miss, and a reverse engagement here onto the Razor, but not enough to bring him down. CM comes in to protect him. 3 heroes in the mid, double damage on the Enchantress, being pinked out by the PA. They know, they see the double damage, and they do not want to deal with that. Tinker once again going into mid, might be able to bring this CM right down. We'll see here a laser and a missile will bring the Furion down instead, but the CM's ultimate will bring the Tinker down for his unstoppable streak. Yes, unstoppable streak.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower
Glyph thrown up to prevent the push on the mid. 3 heroes right there as Lycan push the top lane alone. A TP, Razor TPing alone. Attempted denied, but really just not in time. Glyph was actually used to prevent the push on top, sorry, not in the mid lane. Team Vendeta struggling really badly. All their carries are just way under lever. As you can see, even the VS, the 5th position is on 6th position onto the net worth board, and PA will blink in here on the worst target she could have chose and will be burst down immediately right there. Enchantress has maxed her untouchable, and that's why you see all the heroes get engaging on her, just can't seem to do any damage. Just way too low attack speed. As the push continues, and they will like no trade here, no effort to defend the top. Oh, they will be coming in. Tinker and the Lycan and the VS on the bottom, and engagement there right on the Bloodseeker, who will go down. Lycan will definitely chase this Razor down, and he will get the Razor. Push will continue on all lanes as top tower has been denied by the Radiant. That would potentially slow the push down a little bit, but denying the goal is more important. And we have here an Enchantress engagement onto the Furion, and he will go down alone to the Enchantress. But I think the Tinker came in and got some of the experience out of that, but it doesn't really matter. Enchantress is just very rich right now. She's 900 away from a Scepter. which will significantly increase her damage output. Vendeta trying to push the mid lane right now. Tinker blinking in onto the CM missile and laser, not enough, but he is now being engaged on by the Razor and will have to back off. No Dagon just yet. With the Dagon he would, but it's coming up. It's on its way. That's for sure. The back lane here coming onto the Razor. He is in deep trouble if he does not realize. He will run onto the other way, but the VS will be waiting there for him. And there you have it, a stun and bye-bye. Timbersaw being alone right here, PA in the vicinity, but no one else besides the PA. They would definitely need a Bloodseeker ultimate on him, but Bloodseeker is being spotted out by the Vengeful Spirit already. Frostbite from the CM and an ultimate being thrown out, but he will just pull away. And he's safe right now, but Tinker coming in and will bring the PA right down. A missile and a laser, no lasers just yet I believe. Oh, lasered already, sorry. And with flash up and laser, he will get the double kill onto the PA and the Crystal Maiden. Bloodseeker being alone right here, not very sure what he wants to do. Last thing he wants is to get caught. He knows most of the heroes are here.
Dire's structures are
Tinker pings him out, but I don't think Vengeful Spirit pings him out. Sorry, Tinker is back home recharging his batteries. And Tinker coming in right now with a blink dagger, you must remember, a laser and a rocket. Oh, enough to bring him down. Wow, okay, that's a lot of damage. Oh, 350. Oh, it didn't look like it would be able to bring him down, but Timbersaw engagement onto the CM, who has just TP'd in and just get burst down right away, but PA might be able to get just revenge kill on the Timbersaw. Razor on the other hand being picked off by the Enchantress at the bottom lane. Timbersaw trying his best to escape, but will be brought down by the PA. Too much slow right there, he couldn't get enough and he was out of mana to continue running away. Dominating streak going towards the PA, but does it matter right now? Considering the amount of pushing power and the amount of burst damage coming out from Tinker, PA needs the BKB as soon as possible, but she is nowhere close to it. Again, the Howl coming out from the Lycan and bringing the T2 down. No Glyph used.
Dire's bottom tower.
Glyph is on cooldown actually. So Glyph already used. Dagon coming out from Tinker, he can now one burst Crystal Maiden. Laser, rocket and the Dagon will be enough to bring the Crystal Maiden down straight away. And the Tinker coming here with a lot of heroes right there, 3 of them to be precise, and there you go, the missile, laser, Dagon, and bye bye Crystal Maiden. They want to go into mid, Fury and TP into the bottom to try to push the lane up a little bit. Tinker TP here onto the Furion, burst damage, Dagon same thing, he goes down straight away, and a cooldown stun onto the Bloodseeker, and he will be brought down by the ultimate. All skills troll up right here from the Razor, who will just be burst down anyway, it doesn't really matter. Way too much burst damage coming out, magic missile, laser, homing missile, and this impetus, just too much magic damage. DD on the Timbersaw and engagement, revenge kill for killing me just now. I'm bound here back to get you. Tinker TPing top 2, but Crystal Maiden coming in to support the PA, which will be just burst down by the Tinker for his godlike streak, and a laser, rocket, and he will get a double kill into the PA. Just too much damage coming out of this Tinker. The main issue is definitely the fact that Team Vendeta is just too under level. Oh, one last hit and she will just die for it. I don't care right now.
It's neither fair nor foul.
GG core coming out from Vendeta.
Healing power.
It suddenly does look like GG. Just Tinker got way too big.
Radiant victory.
Tinker just got way too big in the middle. What?